What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Gifted Gamer 204, back at it again. And yes, people, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. Check this out. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get right on with the show, people, shall we? My goodness. My goodness. What is going on over at Microsoft? Somebody needs to really explain this to me. And I need to see these Xbox content creators. I want to see how they're going to flip this situation. I've thought of the possibilities. I said, let me think of a way of how I could actually try to flip this. I couldn't come up with one, people. So I want to see how these people are going to actually flip the situation that's going on right now over at Microsoft. It's getting ugly. It's scary hours out here. It's crazy. But anyways, let's get right on with the show, shall we, people? And for the first topic of the day, oh yes, Microsoft, let me big this up here. Let me big this up because this is absolutely ridiculous. Microsoft could have shuttered Xbox prior to major acquisitions, okay? Microsoft reportedly considered completely shutting down Xbox in 2021 prior to its acquisitions of ZeniMax and Activision Blizzard. According to the information, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella reportedly had the choice in 2021 of winding down Xbox or acquiring more studios to drive Gamepass subscriptions. He chose the latter, purchasing both ZeniMax for $7 billion in 2021 and ABK for $75.4 billion, people. My goodness, can these people get a round of applause? Seriously. This is crazy. And the people that are sitting here today trying to back up this company. Oh, Microsoft is doing good. They're actually playing it the right way. Man, these people over there, they so smart with their money that all they're thinking about is their money and money. And here we are, people. Here we are. I'm telling you. I'm not bringing you no lies, nothing like that. I'm just bringing you the facts. And here it is once again. So Satya must have told Phil, listen, you better listen up and you better listen up good. It's either I shut down the Xbox completely or we putting Xbox everywhere. We're going to go and purchase ZeniMax and we're going to go buy ABK. You choose. Which one is it going to be? And Phil had to give it. Phil was like, yo, listen, man, you the boss. I don't want to see Xbox go. Let's just purchase the companies, the studios, and let's just put Xbox everywhere. At least we can still keep the name alive. And, we'll still be in the game somehow. That's what this is saying right here. Let's keep going. Some big name studios have also reportedly have not been swayed by Xbox Game Pass, which doesn't bode well for Microsoft's internal target numbers. Prior to its acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft reportedly wanted to hit 100 million Game Pass subscribers by 2030. We're 5 years away from that, people, which would mean tripling its current base in 5 years. However, Microsoft has reportedly been unable to hit Game Pass internal growth targets in the past 2 years. Microsoft also reportedly wanted other developers to rent its Azure servers after the ABK acquisition. Ironically, Activision reportedly still rents Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services while using its own servers for development instead of utilizing Azure. Microsoft, like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, Microsoft as an organization, Xbox as an organization, all the people running these studios, running the higher ups such as Satya, Phil, Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, all of them, the Xbox community, all these people that are vouching for this company, all the neutrals out there, the fake neutrals, I should say, the fake neutrals, because there's some real ones out there, okay? But the fake neutrals, y'all should all feel ashamed of yourselves. Because let me tell you something. The reason that we are in this position today is because of you. All the people I just mentioned. If your name fits in there, put your name in there. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. Instead of try to clout chase and try to just think about money and growing your individual platform, whether it was your YouTube channel or you trying to be a journalist in this industry, or whatever it is, whatever individual agenda you've had, okay? You all are a part of this. Instead of sticking to doing what's right. And when you saw Microsoft trying to do things like this, you should have tried to stop them. All of y'all. But then again, I start to think. I'm so confused. And I am so like, I don't understand this company. Because if you didn't see my last video that I did a couple days ago, I put a clip. I put a clip in that video that went as far back as the 360. Okay? First of all, they already had cut off the first Xbox life support way too short. And they came out with the 360. They came out with the 360 way too soon. But anyways, that clip goes back all the way to the 360 days. Okay? And the person, I forget the guy's name. I should have looked it up before I started the video. I think it's Phil Haney or Phil Honey, something like that. I forgot the guy's name. But in that clip, he's saying that when they implemented, listen very carefully, when they implemented the media services into the 360, such as, having Netflix, having YouTube, they integrated the Connect and all these things. Okay, once they did that, they started looking at the numbers. The numbers don't lie to them. It can't, because it's coming off of what you're doing. So when they looking at the numbers, they started seeing, okay, these are his words. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he said. That he started seeing that more gamers were actually spending more time watching Netflix and watching YouTube rather than actually playing video games. That's what he said. He said that. So now I'm starting to think, now that I came up to my mind just now, who's to blame here? Is it Xbox or is it the gamers? Which one is it? There should be no way that when that data came back to their offices, that they should have seen that you're spending more time on your Xbox 360, the golden era, one of the greatest consoles ever made, quote unquote. That's what everybody says. Man, 360 days, man, 360 days, man. Oh man, you just 360 days. That's all you hear. 360, 360, 360 everywhere. Yet the data comes back. They put their glasses on like, am I reading this correctly? Yo, Dom, you read this already? What was it saying? Here, take a look at this. They're watching Netflix and YouTube rather than playing video games? What's going on? I'm gonna have to take this up to my boss. Next thing you know, Xbox One comes out, TV everywhere. Who's to blame for that? You answer me that question. It's ridiculous. They already seen that y'all not gamers. The Xbox community are not gamers like they say they are. And that proved it right there to them. It proved it right there. The thing was that Microsoft didn't execute that plan correctly. They did it wrong. That's what happened with that Xbox One and all that. The execution to that was horrible. And next thing you know, the rest is history. But they already saw the number. They're like, yo, these people don't want to be. They're not gamers. They don't. The number should have been so high compared to watching media that who knows that maybe they wouldn't even be thinking about doing the Xbox One, or at least presented it the way that they did. But y'all led them to do that. Let me see if I should keep going with this damn article. Y'all should feel ashamed of yourselves. I don't understand. There is nowhere on the internet that you can find information like this when it comes to PlayStation. PlayStation have been steady there, consistent there for the gamers only. Staying in the traditional console space, where they had to send Nintendo's ass over there to create a Wii, and next thing you know, they handheld back to doing what they do, being handhelds. And here we have Microsoft and Xbox. Since the launch of Xbox Series X and S, Microsoft has seen some ups and downs, including the closure of 4 of its own ZeniMax studios and layoffs last year. Oh, there's more layoffs, by the way, people. I don't know if y'all seen that lately. There are more layoffs. I hope I have it on one of my tabs. Let me see, but let me continue on here. While many developers participate putting their games on Game Pass, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said back in 2022 that it doesn't make sense to put new releases into the service on launch day. This is the CEO of Take-Two, Mr. Strauss Zelnick himself. I don't understand. Anyways, that's the article right there, people. I will be leaving that down in the description below. And I'm also going to be leaving all the timestamps down in the description so y'all could do what y'all got to do. Oh, my goodness, people. This is absolutely ridiculous. Can you take a look at this? I just think the majority of the game market doesn't really want a Game Pass like the one Microsoft is offering, said Gus Zinn, a portfolio manager, okay, of the I don't know how to pronounce that, of the Mercury Science and Technology Fund, which holds roughly 400 million in Microsoft stock and has kept its Microsoft position roughly flat over the past year. Microsoft also hoped the Activision deal will attract game developers to rent its Azure cloud servers, but Activision wasn't using it. Oh, we read this already, right? And it rent servers, okay, from Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services, while primarily relying on its own service for development, okay? So this is another thing. Activision has been disappointing, said Danny Fish, a Janus Henderson Investors Portfolios manager who oversees two funds that included a total of more than 800 million in Microsoft stock as of November. It's also seen a business that had some degree of consistency over like a 3 to 5 year period, but was highly volatile from year to year because you're so dependent on the big releases like Call of Duty. And as we've seen, even big releases like Call of Duty couldn't move the needle for Game Pass. Microsoft is in such a tough position right now. To have people like this who hold you know, such a majority of stock within Microsoft, to be saying things like this, you know, the rest of everybody at Microsoft is feeling uncomfortable. They must be going nuts in these offices, especially this morning when they walked up in there. That morning coffee talk must have been, oh my goodness. I would love to be in a spy in that room. I would love to be a spy in that room. The things that are being said right now, they gotta be going crazy right now. That not even Call of Duty moved the needle for Game Pass. They're in a tough position right now. Cause you can't even come out here and be like, yo, just remove the Game Pass. Or not even remove the Game Pass, but remove the day and date for Game Pass. How about we do that? They can't do that. Everybody's gonna be unsubscribing from Game Pass. They can't do it. They can't even do that. And if you keep Game Pass, it's not doing anything. Because if Call of Duty didn't do it, no other game is gonna do it. It's ridiculous. Everybody is looking at Game Pass like, I ain't putting my game over there. Game Pass is only good for these indie developers that know that they're not gonna sell much, so they take, you know, the large sum from Phil and be like, here, and I'll just put your game on Game Pass. Maybe a lot of people notice it, you know, and play your game, and you know, it gets hype around it. That's what he's offering these independent developers. But you talking about big game like Rockstar, like Take-Two and all these, like, it doesn't work for them. That's why I always said, like, when they purchased like ZeniMax and ABK, like, I feel for these game developers that are now falling under the Microsoft umbrella, because I already know how that's gonna go. Just look at the state of Call of Duty right now. You don't even need to look any further. Just look at Call of Duty right now. We are witnessing the fall of the Call of Duty franchise. You are starting to witness it right before our very own eyes. It's happening right now. Everybody's coming out talking about the game is trash. They're not even supporting it anymore. The big content creators used to be able to send emails to the game developers at Activision, and they will respond back to them. Why? Because they knew that these content creators were huge for their community. So they will respond right back like, okay, we on it. We're going to fix that issue that you're telling us you have. Now, they're under Microsoft. And guess what's happening now? A lot of those content creators have come out already and said, we're not getting any type of response from the game developers anymore. We usually used to get a response within like 10 minutes. Now, days and weeks go by and they don't hear back from them. It's over. It's over for Call of Duty. The only way is actually being up, like it's still going right now, is because the addiction. Okay? There's a part of, if you're just used to like playing a certain game over, and like me, I always come back to me because I always use myself as an example. I was always a NBA 2K Call of Duty player. That was all I was doing, back and forth. I get tired of Call of Duty, I go to 2K. I get tired of 2K, I go back to Call of Duty. Back and forth. Until I started seeing the pattern, and I started seeing that they're not putting that much effort anymore into the games. What I did, I had to pull myself together and say to myself, I'm not buying NBA 2K no more. So the last two, Call of Duty, I said to myself, I'm pulling back. And here I am. I haven't even bought Black Ops 6. I haven't even bought NBA 2K25. But the thing is, when you're so used to it, I understand it's hard. It's hard. It's very hard. It's like telling somebody to stop smoking cigarettes after they've been smoking cigarettes for so many years. You're just not going to stop. It's a process. You need to figure out a way to little by little, just stop little by little. You can't just stop from one day to the next because it's not going to happen. That's what I had to do little by little. I had to remove myself little by little by little. You don't think I get the urge like to buy Call of Duty? You don't think I get the urge to buy NBA 2K25? But I said no. I'm not doing it. I spend my time playing other games. I just had to go on that little rant. Pardon me. Let's keep it going, shall we, people? Here we are. This is another little report here. Just letting you know, Microsoft aims to surpass 100 million by 2030. To achieve this, they will need to triple its current subscriber base the next 5 years, or grow at an annual rate of 40%. Do you see that happening? I don't think so. They're only at like, I believe right now they're sitting probably at like 28, 27 million Game Pass subscribers. They're not even halfway to that 100 million. And whoever made up this 100 million number, if he's not fired by now, he should be fired immediately. Who in their right mind will think that Xbox Game Pass would actually surpass 100 million subscribers by 2030? Who in their right mind actually thought about this? What is going on in this company? Bro, you not Netflix. As bad and as much as you're thinking that you could be the gaming of Netflix, you're not Netflix. I'm sorry to break it to you. Watching a movie and a TV show is completely different from actually playing video games. They're two totally different things. I could put on a show. Within the first 5 minutes, I don't like it. I could take it off and easily just jump into another show and do the same thing with that one, or a movie, whatever it is. I could enjoy it with my girl. I could enjoy it with my family. Video games is just for you. the time that you got to take to download the game, boot it up, go through the beginning stages. You got to put your settings. You got to watch the opening act. You got to watch the opening credits and things like that. You got to start to figure out how to play the game, the whole tutorial. You got to figure out. That takes time to do. It's not like a movie. You don't know if you're gonna like. You have to actually invest a little bit of time into the game to actually see if you're gonna like it or not. It's not the same thing. Most people would actually don't have an issue purchasing a game. Okay, just buy the game and play it, and keep it moving. Keep doing what you got to do with your life. This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. The timestamps. I don't even know what I'm going to do here with these timestamps. This is crazy. And here it is, people. The news I was telling you earlier that there were more layoffs. Here it is. Oh, man. Microsoft reportedly laid off a small number of employees across the entire company this week, including in the gaming division, per Business Insider. Microsoft spokesperson says the layoffs were small, but didn't specify as to how many employees were affected. You see what this company be doing? But y'all gonna sit here and actually support a company like this. Listen, what good news has come out of this company? I can't think of one. So you got people out here. Microsoft is smart. They're gonna go in here and do this, like actually trying to praise this company, like if they're actually doing something good. It's ridiculous. And they try to make it seem like if Sony has something to worry about. This is ridiculous, people. This is ridiculous. The information also reports that several leading game developers have turned down the Microsoft offers to put their games on Xbox Game Pass after acquiring Activision. We spoke on that. Oh my goodness. And we are going to move on, people. We are going to move on to your boy, the bootleg Jez. Check this out, people. This is why I keep telling you. You need to pay attention. Your boy, the fake celebrity over there, Mr. Timdog, he keeps making his world tour. I don't know if y'all saw his last stop on his world tour. He was over at Gaming Grindhouse. Once again, dishing out the dirty laundry, people. There he was. He supports your Mr. Timdog, breaks up with his ex, but he still wants to be, friends with his ex's friends while being in a new relationship. You explain to me how that works. This is one of his boys right here. This is one of his ex's friends that he still wants to be friends with, even though all he does is make up lies. You tell me how that works. People have noticed that once again, the Xbox Series X and S is having stock issues in the UK and in other regions. This deep into the gen, it shouldn't be so difficult to actually get a console. Keep in mind, he's trying to blame the UK market for this happening, by the way. That's what he's trying to do here. Okay? But he's not even bringing up why this is happening. He's not even bringing that up. He's not bringing up that, Microsoft actually pulled all of their advertisements after the CMA, after that whole debacle happened, after they saw how the UK were treating Microsoft, when all that whole ABK thing was going down, Microsoft pulls all of their advertisements, all of them. Microsoft was nowhere to be seen in the UK. Remember? And then that's when Sony took the opportunity and started advertising, over at the UK. When they saw Microsoft pulling out, they said, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" And that's their second largest region after the United States for Xbox. Sony went right up in there. Yo, put the billboards up. But we going everywhere in the UK. It's PlayStation over here. He's not mentioning anything about that. How he's putting this right here, he's trying to blame the UK. Don't be fooled. He's putting the blame on them instead of putting the blame on Microsoft. That's all he knows how to do. Create lies. Okay? And then he says something else. The main thing keeping me on Xbox over PlayStation isn't exclusive games. It's this underrated and overlooked feature. Xbox Play Anywhere is gradually expanding, but I want more. More, I say. Why don't more developers support it? Do the economics work? Let's discuss. You see the type of disgusting things that these people do? Your boy Timdog, the fake celebrity, supports bootleg Jez. That's his boy. You see what I'm getting? Where I'm getting at? That's his boy. His boy is out here doing things like this. But y'all want me to lay off for Timdog. Y'all want me to take it easy on him. It don't work like that. This is ridiculous. Who in their right mind is actually believing this guy? Besides Timdog. We all know Timdog is believing him, right? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And here's your boy, the one and only Mr. Phil Spencer himself. Pause this. I don't want to hear no more. What's going on here? Shout out to Xbox Gaming. Anyways, this man is just lies after lies after lies. His story changes every single time. Every single time. And I showed you right there. You see how He talks. 1 minute he's saying this, the next minute he's doing that. 1 minute he's doing this, next thing he's doing that. Every Xbox console gamer should be going in today to trade in that console. Y'all should make them see the next report, the next data that they get, and let them see how many people traded in their consoles and are no longer gaming on consoles. The entire world should be doing that. Everybody who owns a console should be doing that, and teach them a lesson. Rumors about new hardware in the holidays. Holidays pass. Where's the hardware? CES 2025 passes. Where's the hardware? Where's the handheld? Where's anything? What is going on? Where's anything? But now we looking forward to a game, a bum ass developer direct that is full with a bunch of third party games. Y'all want to sit here and talk about, but y'all gonna be there to watch it, right? But you're gonna be there to watch it, right? That's what y'all gotta say. This company and everybody who supports it is straight trash. Point blank, period. If you trying to make your money lying to the people, I don't get down like that. Just say it how it is. We have enough liars going around in the world, especially on that TV screen. Once you turn on that TV screen, it's a bunch of lies. We have enough of that. The gaming space is supposed to be a space where we all come in and have a great time. Enjoy what we love to do. Enjoy our hobby, which is playing high quality games. And yes, it did turn into a little console war, healthy competition, right? That's what it was supposed to be. But Sony came in here, smacked Nintendo out the way, send their asses to go do a whole Wii console, whole motion movement, took their asses out of here. Microsoft looked at that and said, oh my, they took Nintendo out? We ain't got a chance. Waving the flag already. Where does the competition go? Where is it now? Now all these people don't talk about Nintendo. This is the thing that I don't understand. I really don't understand. People don't want you to talk about sales when it comes to oh, well, you gotta talk sales though. Do sales affect you? Or are you part of the company? Why we gotta talk about sales? Let's talk about games. Why nobody talks about Nintendo? Where are the games at from Nintendo? You know why nobody talks about Nintendo? Because of the sales. Do you work for Nintendo? Are any of those sales going into your pocket? Are you worried about that? Look at all the sales that Nintendo gets. Are they somehow putting that back into their own ecosystem and try to come out with new innovative games and new IPs and doing all these sorts of different things that PlayStation is doing? I don't think so. So which one is it? Which one is it? I don't understand. These people don't fool me. Not one bit. It's ridiculous. Because people seem to be so scared of talking about Nintendo. And I'm like, well, why? Like, what the heck? What is it that Nintendo's doing that people, don't talk about Nintendo. Don't talk about Nintendo. Why? It's about the numbers, right? It's about the sales. So when we bring up that the PS2 is the greatest selling console of all time, that's nothing. When we bring up that we smacking Xbox, we over a 70 million sold so far, and Xbox is only at 30. Oh, but it's nothing. When we talk about that the PlayStation Plus is actually a better service than Game Pass, oh, but it's nothing. I don't understand. You want to talk about games? PlayStation has the better first party games anyways, but we're not going to talk about that. Where's the argument here? I don't get it. We have now made it to the last section of this video, people. Because today we're gonna expose your boy, the one and only, the fake wannabe, the Crapgamer. If you follow Crapgamer on Twitter, you will notice, right? Like if he's sort of like against Xbox. If you go look at his Twitter and you see what he be posting and how he speaks, you would think like he's over Xbox. Like, oh, like if he's on PlayStation now, oh, why is Xbox doing that? Why? Oh, but it seems like you know what I'm talking about. And then if you go see him while he's on Mooch podcast every Thursdays, he's a regular at Mooch. You go listen to him. Yeah, I don't know what Xbox is doing. They used to do this and that, but now and this, that, and the third. But now he's a PlayStation. He talks like he's on PlayStation side now. Yeah, just PlayStation just does a lot of great things, man. They're doing this, that, and the third, right? But then you come over to his YouTube channel and look at this. Sony is finished. Sony is dead. Microsoft kills the PS5. Shut Sony up. Dump that PS5. Kill the PS5. You see what I be telling you? So for those of y'all who coming up in here talking about, oh, Timdog, he's not like that. You need to chill out on him and things that he's cool. I don't think so. Because you got his boy right here, the Crapgamer. He's on the same boat. He's on the same boat right there with Timdog. I keep telling you, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. They're not fooling me. Until I see that they actually changed, I'm not letting my foot off the gas. They're not fooling me. Point blank, period. So anyways, shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me, supporting me. I appreciate you and I salute you. It's your boy, the gifted one here. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.